大家好，我叫 Will. Welcome to our Chinese learning program.
And hi, my name is Lindi, and we're coming to you today straight from Hangzhou. It's a beautiful day out there, and first thing we want to explain is 大家好, which is hello, everybody.
对
Right? So 大家好, like 大家, everybody.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then 好 is like hot, like good. Is everybody good?
Yeah, exactly. So probably you have heard of 你好, right? Which means hello.
Yes.
Okay. 大家好 is like hello everyone. You speak to a bunch of people. You know,
Right.
When you walk in a room, you could say that.
Okay.
大家好 like 我叫 Will or 我叫 Tom.
Right.
Okay. Or 我叫 Lindi.
So hello, everybody. I'm called Will. I'm called Lindi or Tom or whatever my name happens to be. So we're going to begin a lot of our lessons saying 大家好.
Right.
So just everybody don't be confused by that or concerned or what are they saying? That's exactly what we're saying. Just hello, everybody.
That's right.
Yes.
大家 word by word, 大 is big.
Right.
Right. 家 is kind of family.
Right.
So it's big family good.
Very, very interesting. Oh, and by the way, just another point about this too. When I'm going to a party and it's like a lot of friends or maybe a lot of people I don't know, would I walk into the room and say 大家好?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
No, you're right. It's not so normal, okay?
Uh-huh.
It kind of depends on your personality, okay?
Okay.
If you really want you become the focus of people at that moment, you could do that, okay? 大家好.
Right.
Or if you're kind of person, of course you could say that, okay?
Right.
But you're exactly right. Most of the time, and most of people are kind of shy, okay?
Right.
In this kind of situation, probably the first reaction for them is try to find someone they know.
That they know and go say hi to them.
That's
but not
right.
say hi to the whole room at once.
Yeah, like
Okay.
大家好, I'm whoever.
Hello, everybody. I'm here now. The party may begin.
That's right.
Okay.
But anyway, 大家好 is an expression you can use in both like formal or informal situation.
Okay.
So it's fine.
Okay.
All right?
Good to know. 那我们今天要说什么话题? What are we going to talk about today?
I think it will be interesting.
Okay.
It's 上海的夜生活怎么样?
Okay, so let's look at this. Shanghai, first of all, is the city. Shanghai.
Exactly.
Yeah, as we whiteys call it, Shanghai. And 夜生活. So what is 生活, first of all?
生活 means life.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to literally translate it, it's life.
Okay.
Okay.
生活. And then right before the word 生活, we have 夜生活. So what's this word 夜?
Okay, 夜 is a quite formal word for night.
Okay.
Okay, and do you know any other word for night?
For night. Well, generally I say 晚上. That's what I hear people say.
That's very good. Okay, actually 晚上 is another word for night.
Okay.
Okay, and 晚上 is way more informal and often, spoken language wise than 夜.
Okay.
Okay,
But can we say 晚上生活
for nightlife?
for nightlife?
No.
No.
Yeah.
We can only say 夜生活.
Exactly.
Okay.
So 夜生活 is a fixed term for nightlife.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And so the last three words we have is 怎么样?
Right.
What is that?
It means how is it?
Okay.
How is this thing?
Okay.
And this word actually is very common and useful in everyday Chinese. Okay. And we will talk about it more later.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's look at the whole title one more time. We have 上海的夜生活怎么样? Which means what? What's the whole meaning there?
How is the nightlife in Shanghai?
Okay. How is the nightlife in Shanghai?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
So when you look at back the structure, like Chinese statement keeps the same structure as its question.
Got it.
So we don't move how to the very beginning.
Oh, right.
We say 上海的夜生活怎么样?
Right.
Okay, so Shanghai's nightlife. How?
How is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to say it's good, okay. So guess we keep the structure the same. So we would say 上海的夜生活
很好.
That's right. Exactly. You just replace 怎么样 with your
the answer, the
That's
adjective.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
So this is the bigger difference between Chinese and English.
In English.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and we are simpler here.
Right.
That's good news. All right.
Okay, well, let's go on to our rapid fire vocab section.
Sure.
Rapid fire vocab.
怎么样？
How is it?
夜生活，
Nightlife.
酒吧，
Bar.
迪吧，
Disco bar or nightclub.
卡拉 OK 厅。
Karaoke place. KTV.
All right, now let's listen to the dialogue.
Okay. 好。
Dialogue
上海的夜生活怎么样啊？
挺丰富的，有很多酒吧、迪吧和卡拉 OK 厅。
你常去这些地方吗？
不常去，有时候会去唱卡拉 OK。
All right, now let's look at the text closer.
Okay.
Okay. So the first sentence is 上海的夜生活怎么样?
Okay.
Yeah, we've already have some discussion of it.
Right, because
at the
that's
beginning.
exactly the same as the title. Just what's the nightlife like in Shanghai?
Exactly. Okay. So here I like to elaborate more on 怎么样.
Okay.
Okay, because this is a very useful word.
Okay.
This is how basically Chinese ask, how is something?
Okay.
How is it? How is that?
Right.
It can be used on both things and persons,
Okay.
even people. Okay. So, for example, if you want to ask, how is this restaurant?
Okay.
How would you say, Lindi?
Okay, so I would say 这家饭馆怎么样?
Very good. Okay. So, 饭馆 is restaurant,
Restaurant.
right? So, 这家, and you use the perfect
Measure word.
measure word.
Right.
Okay. So, 家 is
The measure word for restaurants.
that's right, for
Yeah.
饭馆,
Right.
餐馆.
Right.
Okay. So, 这家餐馆怎么样? So, you simply put 怎么样 immediately after the noun.
Okay. All right, so what if I want to say, how was the test?
So
Can I
you could
simply
say-
say 考试怎么样?
This one is a bit of tricky.
Okay, you have to add a verb to it too, don't you?
Yeah.
Could I say 考试考得怎么样?
That's right. This
Okay.
is a way more common version of, how did you do in the test?
Okay.
But many other things we could simply use 怎么样?
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question too while we're on this point. Often when you greet a friend, you want to say, how are you doing today? And I want to do this in Chinese, so I say to somebody, say, 你今天怎么样? I think usually they're a little confused by that though. Like I'm trying to say, how are you doing today?
You're right.
People just kind of look at me and I think they finally figure out what I'm trying to say, but they just react a little slowly.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. Okay. Chinese usually don't say that.
Okay.
Although they kind of can guess what you mean.
Okay.
Usually we would say 最近怎么样?
最近怎么样? Recently, how
Yeah,
are you?
How are you? Okay. You just simply say 最近怎么样?
Can you say 你最近怎么样?
It's also okay,
But not very...
but not as often as simply omit 你.
Okay.
You just say 最近怎么样?
最近怎么样?
Okay. Or you can say, actually you could put 你 after 最近.
最近你怎么样?
最近你怎么样? Or 最近你爸爸怎么样?
Okay.
最近你男朋友怎么样?
Okay, so how's your father been recently? How's your boyfriend been recently?
Exactly. That's the authentic Chinese way.
Okay.
Yeah. 最近你怎么样? 最近你的老师怎么样?
Uh-huh.
How's your teacher?
Been
Okay.
lately.
Yeah. 最近你的朋友怎么样?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
How's your friend recently? Okay.
Okay.
That's what we usually say.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Back to 怎么样? It also can be used on people, like the example you give out. Okay? Or if you want, just generally ask the question, how is that person? Is he generally good or nice?
Okay.
The Chinese will say, Lindi 怎么样?
Okay.
It's very easy.
So it's asking how am I as a person and not asking am I doing okay?
You're right. Okay. So,
Like am I a good person? Am I a bad person? Am
Yeah.
I-
Is he friendly?
Okay.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is she good?
Okay.
Or you can say will 怎么样? Okay. Or depends on the context. It could mean, is he suitable for this job? How is he?
Okay.
Kind of sense.
Got
okay?
it. Got it.
So this is very useful. Okay.
Yep. Definitely. Well, so let's get into this. 上海的夜生活到底怎么样? So How is it, in fact?
Right. Okay. So the answer is, well, probably you will feel pretty happy. 挺丰富的. Okay. Can you tell us what 挺 is here?
Yeah, Tǐng is a very good word to know. It means very. It's the same thing as saying 很.
Okay.
But it's just another word for that. That's my understanding of the word.
Okay. Here, I like to make a little, correction here.
All right.
Okay. Precisely, it means quite.
Okay.
Pretty. Okay. So it's not as much as very.
Oh, it's not as much as?
No.
All right.
Okay. It's less strong than
okay.
很.
Okay.
It's like in English, quite good. Okay. So if something is quite good, how would you say it in Chinese?
In Chinese? 挺好的.
That's right. Okay. So 挺好的. Okay. So if I say 很好,
That's even better.
that's very strong.
Okay.
挺好呢 is like quite good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay, well, I thought that quite good would be 比较好.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
So is it the same level as 比较?
You're right.
The same level?
Yes. 挺 is actually at that level.
Okay.
It's like a bit better than 好. Okay. But not as good as 很. So in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
Like quite. Pretty in English. Okay.
Got it.
So that's 挺.
All right.
Okay.
So the person says 挺丰富的.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So 丰富, I guess probably most of our listeners don't know.
That's
this
a
word.
more advanced word, I think.
Exactly. Okay, kind of advanced. You're right. 丰富 here means just means you have lots of choice.
Right. There's a lot of variety.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here, like we say, 挺丰富的 means, well, quite a few varieties there.
Yeah, it's like it's an adjective, isn't it? 丰富的.
Yes, exactly.
Whereas variety is a noun, but that's the best way to. Maybe you could say quite varied. That would be the most accurate English translation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you could say
Quite
that.
varied.
Or you can 丰富. Precise translation would be rich in something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's quite 丰富. Okay, rich in variety. Okay, the nightlife is pretty, rich.
Okay.
Of choices.
A lot to do there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's see what's available.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it says 有很多酒吧、迪吧和卡拉OK厅. Okay, I think our listeners should get familiar with these three words.
three places,
Okay,
yeah.
很多 should be all right.
Yeah,
Okay,
a
it
lot
means a lot of. Okay, so here is 很. Okay, you could say 挺多.
Okay.
挺多 means
Quite a few.
That's right. Okay, but not as 很多.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So 酒吧. Okay. Can you tell us what is that?
Well, that's a bar.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And I know this because it has the word 酒 in it, which means alcohol.
You're right. Okay. Liquor, alcohol. Okay.
Yes.
So 酒吧, ba actually is a phonetic translation.
From the English word bar.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're basically saying an alcohol bar.
Yeah, that's
酒吧.
right. Yeah. And do you know actually we use ba on other things in Chinese?
Right now I can't think of what other things those would be.
Okay. We call the internet cafe.
Oh, right. Okay.
How
So,
do we call
I know this one.
Net.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking, oh, yeah. 网吧.
Yeah, you got
got
it. Yeah, exactly.
Got
so
it.
网 means
Net.
you're right.
But here it's internet.
yes,
网吧.
here it just means internet. So 网吧 word by word is net bar.
Okay.
Okay. So sometimes people would call their coffee shop cafe bar. It's also all right.
I've heard that one, yeah.
Yeah, and also cha bar, like tea bar.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of, this bar is already transformed in Chinese into some, this kind of shop.
Right.
Okay, this
Okay.
kind of sense. So
Got it.
酒吧 bar.
Okay.
Yeah, this very useful word.
Well, yeah, and actually speaking of that, we have another ba word. We have 底吧.
Yeah, exactly. So this is another example. Okay, 迪吧 actually is a nightclub. It's or something like disco dancing.
Right. It comes from the word disco, right?
Exactly.
This word 底
底
comes from disco.
Exactly.
迪吧.
So 迪 is short for 迪斯科
Oh,
or
okay.
迪士高.
迪士高.
Yeah, which is,
All right, disco.
that's right. Okay, so
So that's the main difference between 底吧 and 酒吧. They both have alcohol, but
Yeah.
one has dancing and one does not.
That's right. Okay. When you say 迪吧, of course, there has to be
dancing there.
Yeah, has to be dancing there, or DJ live music there. Okay.
Okay.
And of course, that's more or less a nightclub.
Okay.
Okay.
So the last place is what?
卡拉OK厅.
Okay. So 卡拉OK厅.
That's right. So 卡拉OK, of course, that's the
Karaoke.
There, yeah.
We can guess that one.
Okay. So
I
that's-
think. Pretty close.
卡拉OK. Okay. 厅 actually means hall.
Right. Like
Yeah.
餐厅. That's the
Yeah,
same word, yeah.
餐厅.
Dining hall.
That's right.
Right.
It's like hall or like a big room.
大厅.
Exactly. So here, 卡拉OK厅. Can you guess what's that?
Well, that's like a karaoke place.
Yeah.
I guess you could say karaoke lounge, but I would just say karaoke place.
Yeah, or KTV.
Yeah, or KTV. And one thing we could talk about really quick too is the difference between KTV in China and in the West.
Oh, really?
Do you know what
Okay.
the differences are? Have you ever sung KTV? Have you ever done karaoke in Canada?
No,
Never?
actually never.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me.
Well, I've done it a few times in the States, and it's
Okay.
different than doing it here. Do you do it here very often?
Not very often, but I have been here
Just occasionally.
often enough.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
OR, occasionally, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the States, whenever you sing karaoke, you do it in a bar in front of a lot of people.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they have a little, machine set up in the corner, and you pick up the microphone, and everybody in the bar is listening to you, whether
I
you know
see.
them or not.
Oh, I
And
see.
one person performs at a time, kind
Oh,
of
great,
thing.
great.
Yeah, or two people or whatever. But in China, it's not like that at all. You go into these karaoke lounges, these places that have all these private rooms, and you like rent out a private room with your friends, and then you and your friends sit there in front of the TV screen with the words on it,
Yeah.
and you just kind of pass the microphone back and forth
Yeah.
all night, and just
Yeah.
take turns singing songs. But you and your friends are the only ones that are listening to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. This is the most popular KTV in China.
Yeah.
Okay, like small private room.
Yeah.
And usually we divide it into like a mini room, which like 2-person, usually for lovers. Okay. Then or like small room, like
Yeah.
for up to 5 people perhaps. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have large room, of course. The rate depends on how big the room is.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
right.
And it's also depend on time.
Right.
Usually like big room, 1 hour, how much? Okay.
Right.
That's how we do it.
Right.
But we also have a few KTV, not as many as that one we discussed, okay? But we also have a few TV, just like you said, like American style.
Oh, you do? Yeah, actually, I think
Yeah.
I've been to one or two of
That's
those.
right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those KTV we consider is like lower end.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because
okay.
not everybody gets a chance to sing, or like only one person sings at a time in the whole bar. Is that why?
Yeah, or we
Okay.
consider the sound effect is not as good as
Yeah,
smaller
that's
room,
true. That's true. The
okay?
sound effects are pretty good in KTV.
Yeah, so but we do have that, but not as many as the Chinese style ones. Okay.
Gotcha. Interesting. So, all right. Well, so what person A wants to know, wants to ask person B is, do you often go to these kinds of places?
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
So what do they say in there?
He said, 你常去这些地方吗?
Okay. So let's look at this. 你, we know it's you.
Eh?
常, what is that?
Okay, this means often.
Okay.
Okay, 常, sometimes we also say 常常. Okay.
Or 经常.
That's right. Another word is 经常.
Right.
Okay. 常. I would say they are pretty the same. You use it pretty same often. Okay.
Okay.
常, 经常, and 常常.
Okay.
So 去, of course, to
Go.
Yeah. 这些地方. Okay.
Okay, so that's another useful one. Usually, when you first get to China and you want to learn how to get by, the first thing you learn how to say is 这个 and 那个.
That's
or
right.
这个 and 那个, this and that.
Okay.
But what we have here is 这些.
That's right.
A little bit different.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference there?
Okay. 这些 is for plural.
Right.
Okay. So if you say 这个, literally it is this one. Okay. 那个 that one.
Right.
Okay.
But if you're saying 这些 and 那些, you're saying these and those.
Right.
So that's what we're saying here.
Yes. Okay. So if you don't say 这些, if you simply say 这个地方, the
Right.
person will get confused.
哪个地方? Which place?
Exactly.
Because you mentioned 3. You
Yeah.
said 酒吧, 迪吧, and 卡拉OK厅. So if you say this place, they're not going to know which place.
Yeah. So they will get a little surprised or
Right.
hesitate, as you say.
Yeah.
Okay. So another word, of course, is 地方.
Right. places.
Right.
Yeah.
Locations, okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
So do you often go to these places? Or like, I guess in English you'd say these kinds of places.
Oh, okay.
But we don't actually have the word kinds of in the Chinese sentence.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you often go to these places?
So quite straightforward. 你常去这些地方, then you put ma at the end, okay?
Okay.
Ma usually used in questions you can answer by yes or no.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And so the answer for this person is a no.
Yeah.
A big no on that one. How does he
Okay.
say it?
He said 不常去.
Okay.
Okay. This is like 常去 is go often. So not so often is 不常去.
Okay. So actually he's not saying I never go. I guess he's just saying I don't often go. 不常去.
Yes, 不常去. And he said 有时会去唱唱卡拉OK.
Okay, so let's look at this. So, probably one of the first words I learned was 有时候, which is sometimes.
Yes.
But here it says 有时. It doesn't say 有时候. Is that the same thing?
Yes, exactly same meaning. Okay.
Okay.
有时 is same as 有时候.
Okay.
Okay. 有时 is a bit more formal
Okay.
than 有时候. 有时候 sounds a little verbal or wordy. Okay. But 有时 also often used in spoken Chinese.
Okay.
So it's a common word anyway.
Oh, okay.
They are same meaning.
Okay, so sometimes will, which is 会.
Yes.
有时会.
会, yeah. 会 is a positive confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sure, okay? Will, okay? Certain, okay?
Okay.
This you use 会. And of course, while you learn more and more Chinese, you will see of this usage of 会 lot often.
Okay.
Because the 会 is a very common word. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Then 会去, okay?
Yeah, so often I will, no, not often. Sometimes I will go.
Yes.
And then we have 唱唱,
Yes.
which 唱 means to sing. Why not just say 唱卡拉OK to sing karaoke?
Good question. Okay, we could say chang. Okay, but this is a Chinese phenomenon. Many times we just duplicate a verb. Okay, like here we say chang chang to express a softened tone. Okay, a casual tone. Okay, say like you are just casually talking, we would say more like chang chang. Okay,
Right.
like 看看. Which 看 means
To have a look.
Yes,
to see.
that's right. To take a look, okay? So 看看, it's, the tone becomes more casual, you know, soften, okay? So that's how we do it. Or 跳跳, like jump, okay?
Okay.
跳 is jump, like you say 跳跳. It's suddenly you have that tone, you know, soften, casual,
okay.
or sometimes even intimate. Okay, so that's why we say 唱唱, karaoke.
Okay,
Okay?
got it.
So in Chinese, we say sing karaoke.
Uh-huh,
Okay?
right.
Yeah, not simply doing karaoke or karaoke. You have to say sing karaoke.
To sing karaoke,
Yes,
right.
right. Okay.
All right.
So that's all. Oh, that's one last note or quick note I like to make is nightclub. Okay? The official translation for nightclub actually is 夜总会. Okay? We've mentioned 夜. Okay, which is formal.
The word for night.
Yeah, quite formal word for night. Okay, so nightclub official is 夜总会. But in everyday conversation, Chinese say 迪吧 way more often than 夜总会.
Right, because you were saying before that it carries kind of a negative meaning to it. 夜总会, like it's a very seedy, kind of like dirty, maybe some bad things are happening there. I don't know what's going on, but maybe that's the impression that word gives.
That's right. It not necessary to be dirty. Okay. Usually it's kind of linked to the image or impression of those corrupted capitalist lifestyle.
Okay.
Because China, you know, since 1949, we've seen lots of novels, movies.
Like gangster style.
Yeah,
kind of
gangster,
stuff
which shows
there.
this sort of Shanghai,
Yeah.
90s, 30s nightclubs there.
Okay.
And usually, only those rich people go there. out of reach of normal people and sort of corrupted. Okay?
Right.
So that's why people kind of underconsciously or maybe purposely avoid the word 夜总会. So if you say, I went to 夜总会,
People would think
people would think
you went to a bad place.
Seems, not so positive place at least.
Right,
okay?
yeah.
So now young people, especially in young people, they prefer 迪巴.
迪巴.
Okay, so basically it's the same place, in my understanding anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Same place, but just a different impression
That's
of that
right.
place.
You say 迪巴, it
Yeah.
seems more modern.
Right.
Okay.
More respectable.
That's right, or contemporary feeling. Then 夜总会, that's kind of out of date, old-fashioned way. Okay, so that's
Okay.
the side note.
Got it. All right, well, let's listen to our dialogue one more time.
Sure.
Dialogue
上海的夜生活怎么样啊？
挺丰富的，有很多酒吧、迪吧和卡拉 OK 厅。
你常去这些地方吗？
不常去，有时候会去唱卡拉 OK。
Okay, so the next part of our show is Catch My Drift, and that's where we take the vocabulary and we mix them and match them and put them in a new context. So here we go.
Catch my drift. 你住在上海，晚上都去哪玩呀？
我经常去 KTV 或者是去蹦迪。
你怎么都去这么吵的地方？没有安静一点的夜生活吗？
有啊，偶尔会去外滩看看夜景。
晚上的东方明珠应该很漂亮吧？
是的，有机会来看一眼你就知道啦。
All right. So, Lindi, you have been in Shanghai for
A year.
some time. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel the nightlife there?
I think the nightlife in Shanghai is definitely a lot more happening than it is here in Hangzhou.
Oh, really?
It's a huge international city, and there seems to be two kinds of bars, really.
Oh, okay.
There's the kinds that all the foreigners go to, all the expats go to, and there's the kinds that the Chinese people go to. I mean, of course, there'll be a mix of both. There'll be Chinese people at the other bars too, but it really seems like the ones that I've gone to with my friends, like after work, those are mostly the foreigners, the expats.
Majority. Okay.
Go there. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Yep.
Good to know. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like in Hangzhou, there was one nightclub that all the expats went to, and then that was it. And actually, it closed, so I don't know where anybody goes to in Hangzhou these days. But in Shanghai, there are so many, and there's new ones opening all the time, and other ones closing down. So you almost can't even keep track of what the places are.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So really, you have lots of places to go.
There's a very 丰富的 rich nightlife in Shanghai.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So until next time.
再见.
再见.
Pronunciation. Please repeat the word or set of words after the beep. After a question is asked, you will hear a short series of beeps. Answer that question with the words you have just rehearsed.
生活，夜生活，怎么样？怎么样？上海，上海的，上海的夜生活，上海的夜生活怎么样？
常去，不常去。卡拉 OK， 唱卡拉 OK， 去唱卡拉 OK， 会去唱卡拉 OK。 时，有时，有时会去唱卡拉 OK。不常去，有时会去唱卡拉 OK。
你常去这些地方吗？
不常去，有时会去唱卡拉 OK。